Hello and welcome to episode 62 of Bullet Commander. Today we have Zer, Eternal Schema, which is a flying 1/4, one of each of the Obscura colors, white, blue, and black. It gives our enchantment creatures Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof, which is a great bunch of keywords, and it also turns any enchantment into a enchantment creature, which again is pretty awesome. So I'm pretty much going with like the lifelink side of this, and I have a bunch of things in white that will make this commander pretty synergistic in terms of life gain synergies. And we also have the free gods from Theros, which are really good with this because it's quite easy to turn them on as these massive creatures that then have indestructible as well and are really hard to deal with, as well as also having really good effects and Heliod just being ridiculous. So yeah, bunch of fun enchantments in Obscura, mostly white, lifelink synergies, and I've had a lot of fun with this one already, so let's give it a go. See you on game one. Okay, game one is against the big slug, so let's see what we can do about that. Well, it's very slow, but we do have some nice ramp, which can get us into patient rebuilding nice and early, and this is usually just carries a lot of removal, so I think we'll be fine. We're probably not using much here, but... and look, a turn 1 enchantment, which we can't quite cast, but that's okay. I'm going to Cold Steel Heart, and then we have... put that on white, I think, and then we have... perfect, that's really nice. Yeah, we'll play some black, get the Cold Steel Heart down, and put it on white. Oh, okay, they do have some things. I'm used to this just being like very heavy on the removal and counter magic, like very controlling, but if they're going rogues, that'd be so cool. No? Cool. Well, we can go Heliod into Cleric class, although they're probably going to cancel one of these, so I'm going to start with Cleric class. Yeah, they've definitely got a counter. But they're probably waiting for Zer, so I'd much rather have Heliod than Zer, so I'm going to just throw Zer into it. Which is either going to get killed or countered. There we go, gets countered. So we'll take it back. And then next turn, Patient Rebuilding can make sure that we are picking up a lot of cards this game. They must... I'm surprised they're playing this. Unless they have a sizable amount of rogues or mill. Okay, so that's another good thing that we want to play. So we'll start off with Patient Rebuilding. Again, expecting it to probably get countered, which would be sad, but no! Ooh, ooh, nice. They can do nothing about it, seemingly. So I guess their options are to have the black enchantment removal or just having a down spell that can do something for them, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this will work really well for us. 1, 2, 3 free land straight away. Nice. Okay. So now I have 6 to play with, so that looks like it might be a good game. Maybe they just have something to kill us. But I'm going to go Sigil. If they can't counter this, then we have got it for sure. Yeah, that doesn't bode well for them if they have nothing for our enchantments. It's a very hard card type to deal with into near, but they... Oh, I see, they had no lands, and we just milled 3 of them. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see if we do it again. Just 1 this time. Cool. Well, let's just go full ridiculous. Play Cathar's Crusade, yep. Nice, nice. Game 1 to us. So after our shell game 1, it appears that we are against Joda, the Unifier. We do have a ley line to start off with, which could be quite cool. So I don't think this cares about the graveyard too much, but it could be awesome. So we're going to start with Leyline of the Void in play, and see if that does anything for them. If it did, you'd usually just get an insta concede, so we have Monk class, which is quite cool. This is a weird form of ramp that means the second spell you cast each turn is cheaper. So, and then once you level it up, it can bounce permanents, and then you get extra card draw. So it's a very nice little package. Barely ever see it, but personal favorite. They might be regretting their choice of not losing to the ley line. No, they don't lose to the ley line. They probably have some turn 2 ramp, yep. But it's only green, and they already have green, so that doesn't make Joda any easier to cast. Humans, huh. Well. Monk class is good here because we have two things that cost a cheap amount. So we can go Griffinaria and Ephemia. And then we can Smothering Tide, or we could just go straight into Zer, but I think that it's nice to have a few options, get a few enchantments down first. So I'm going to go Griffinaria first. I care least about that one being counted, and then Ephemia. And then we can Smothering Tide, which, I don't know, we'll see how this goes. They just need a World Trio Chromatic Lantern to make the... Oh, they just do nothing. Cool. Well, we'll play the Smothering Tide then. Doesn't get counted, and Ephemia gets in. Unfortunately, we have no enchantments in graveyard yet. They might just pay this, to be honest, if they aren't drawing the lands they need, which it seems like they might be. Yeah, cool, sick. So, unless they do something forward, there's the World Tree. So we have 5 mana, so we can't Shark Typhoon, can we? No, not really. We can Zer and follow it up with a Nettle Cyst. And I think we're kind of punishing them for being a slow deck here. Or at least we can play Shark Typhoon in the near future, as long as they don't play the Tithe. If they do play the Tithe, that's great, because that means they're not playing Joda or other cards. Okay. This probably means they're playing Joda. No, they only have blue, green, and red, so they need one more land for the World Tree to matter. Golos ain't the best, though. Only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type or a legendary creature spell, so they can't use the Ringheart Crest in Golos. They might have Cascading Cataracts. No, just a command tower. Cool. I think, is it worth bouncing this, or is it just worth turning a bunch of our enchantments into creatures? Smothering Tithe and Leyline would be very good, but also we need to be careful because they could have a board wipe, so I'm just going to Shark Typhoon and get in with these. All 3 of them, why not? We can level up the Monk class next turn twice, if that's looking like the done thing, but they're probably just Golasing rather than worrying about Joda now. As long as they get another land, that is. Otherwise, they're probably just going to Joda. Having a good think about this. I thought these... Oh, they didn't get Vigilance. No, they get Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof. So we'll also be gaining some life, which is not important at this stage. Okay. I'm going to come back when they've stopped timing out. So they've taken the damage, but it looks like they have fully... Oh no, they haven't fully AFK'd. They are making the Nettle Cyst bigger with every treasure they let us have. And we can also put the Nettle Cyst on the Ephemia if it's looking like they're not going... I don't mean they could have also go with Golos, but... If they don't get rid of Ephemia and Nettle Cyst, then and don't produce a flyer, then we might just be able to kill them. We do have lethal on board, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And we can bounce something as well. So, we just need to be careful not to use the treasures. That's actually kind of annoying, isn't it? Because that means Athenia is going away, which does reduce our enchantment count. Cool, yeah. So, this seems to me like we bounced the slug. Attach the nettle cyst to Xur. Is there anything else we can do? I guess we can... No, we shouldn't do that. Nah, I don't know. Leaving them on 1 is fairly similar to leaving them on 2, isn't it? All they need to do is shock in a land. And they give us more treasure every turn anyway, so Xur's going to get bigger. But we have the board wipe in case things get nasty. And then we can cast. You can cast a spell from exile as long as you cast another spell this turn. Cool. We can also... So Tulpa is big. That can block Xur. We can turn 2 things into enchantments. So that means... I don't know what that means. Okay, if they're going to attack with this, I think we've won, because we can't just attack with 3 creatures. Yeah, right? So we turn Shark Typhoon into a creature. We turn Leyline into a creature. And then we could even turn Smothering Tide into a creature. And then attack with all of them. That seems cool. Is there a response I'm missing? This doesn't have lifelink, does it? No, it doesn't have lifelink. Okay, so... no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I think we've got it. Yeah, that's cool. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, fantastic. Cool, on to the next one. Okay, it's werewolf time. And I don't think this hand's going to cut it, because this is going to be a fast game. I think we want at least something cheaper than a free drop. Yeah, we might be a bit top heavy with this deck. So a free mulligan. It's not the worst. Yeah, I quite like having all the temples there as well. Nightmare Shepherd just being an enchantment creature can go a bit mad with Xur, because it means our enchantments, such as the Eldest... If we have these 3 out, actually, this could work really well. Because I believe that when the Eldest Reborn is turned to a creature, it then dies because it's a saga. Or something like that. I think there's some cool interaction here either way. Is containment... Yeah, I think we'll do one containment. So the lifelink is kind of innate to Xur, so that's quite good. Oh! It would be nice if their land's screwed. Okay, that's good. Good for us, at least. Why is Solid Footing in here? Oh, enchanted creature +1/+1. Okay, so it makes Xur a 5/5, basically. No blocks. I think... Oh no, we can't level up the Cleric class as well as do Solid Footing. I could have just blocked there though, so I don't know. I guess they had some sort of thing to one up. I guess the Nightmare Shepherd's really good here, because it means we can block with Xur, and if Xur dies, then we just bring it back. So no pain, no loss, no loss. And then, okay, cool. They didn't draw the lands, so that's free for free so far. Nice. Okay, we're against King Darian, the 47th, I think it is, and I think this is passable. The ramp turn 1 followed by Smothering Tide is a pretty good way to start a game, because then we can kind of draw in some answers with Omen of the Sea, which lets us look at 2 cards, then draw 1, so... Also, a minute detail, but we are going to filter out our land. See what we have on top anyway. Lanes, there we are. Oh, an ornithopter. Okay, sure. So I think we still play the Signet because that's far less likely to get removed. And I really want to do Smothering Tide turn 3 because that means we get money for the rest of the game. Of course, they could just have a naturalize. Oh no! No, that's not a naturalize. That's even worse. Is Zer the way to go? I think Zer is the way to go. Because they probably would just play the king, which makes tokens. It's not a big deal. Okay, that's annoying, but it's not the worst. So we'll get Smothering Tide, so we can start making that money back. And they're going to sacrifice the bounty agents, kills Zer, probably. I really doubt they'll pay the 2. Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I like to see. So this is just an anthem, isn't it? It's a free cost anthem that gives tokens indestructible. And so far they've made no tokens. Do we go... I think we want to find a board wipe pretty quick. Or just something to get rid of this Thalia. Because it's very, very annoying. Nice. Okay. Oh, do we just go with the rebuilding? The rebuilding could be... Yeah, I think the rebuilding is, on this turn at least, acceptable. Because then we should draw at least one more card if all goes to plan. Absolutely love this card. It's such a simple yet lovely design. Cool. Okay, that's fantastic. So we've got the card draw, we've got the ramp. Now we just need to deal with the board. Which should be easier. I think if we have... Okay, yeah, that's more anthems. 7 damage. I think we have enough. We've got 3 and 5. Yeah, we've got enough to cast a board wipe should we draw one. So, let's just see a bunch of lands here. Let's see 3. Let's see a single one. Not ideal. Well, I'm going to see them. And pray. Neither of those are what we want. Oh, that is what we want. Unfortunately, we can't play it yet, so I think we go Daxos as a blocker. Oh, bless me. To at least stem some of the bleeding. And then the Ornithopter as well. Yeah, still cast Time Wipe. This just stems the bleeding a bit, and as we're kind of in a... we have Smothering Tide and Patient Rebuilding, so we're in a very good way to get value out of the game long term. So I think just playing these creatures just to ensure this next turn is a bit smoother is not a bad shout. Also, if I mean, we're not going to block Sigarda because it's got Trample, and it's not... Ooh, nice. Question is, what are they going to remove? The Ornithopter, huh? Cool, I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that. That's great. They won't have a protection spell for 2 white, will they? Nothing can get indestructible that easily. And if they pay Tide Taker, then we're just everything's fantastic. This just feels like they have something going on, because that was a really weird play with the Master Band over there. But we'll block the Thalia. And then... 8 more. Cool. One extra card, cool. And Catilda's good to see because that's some more life gain. I don't think I can think of a card that's going to stop this, but they might just give one thing indestructible. They could sacrifice the king thing, but that says other creature tokens, so yeah. I mean, they could sacrifice it anyway, just for fun. And does Catilda care? No, it doesn't care about artifacts, just cares about enchantments, so we have a 3/3 with flying, lifelink, and protection from vampires. Oh, sorry, 4/4, because it's also a spirit. And now I think we're in a really good position. Sure, the life loss is a bit of a concern, but we can turn. Do we want to turn Patient Rebuilding into a creature? Maybe we want to turn Smothering Tide into a creature. Have a 4/4 flying. Oh, they just give up. Cool. That's 4/4. One more. Can we do it? And it looks like we're against the werewolves again. This time we may not be so fortunate as to, oh, maybe we'll be the one getting, maybe we'll be the one getting screwed, mana screwed instead of them. But that's a good omen, so we will Zerti Beach. It feels like Daxos is more important than Search for a Scanter this early. Does this say creatures? Whenever a wolf, a werewolf, okay. So maybe it's trying to dig out the board wipe as soon as possible with Search for a Scanter, because we have no black at the moment. And it's fairly crucial for the longevity of our game plan here. Leyline of the Void. I wish we had a game where we just played it turn 1 and they lost, because this can... I don't think it should be forgotten about, that's all I'm trying to say. It's in the game, it's good, let's not forget about it. Beautiful. Okay. We'll play Daxos, because then Daxos will probably die, and then Euphemia can make a token from it. The important thing to remember is to just always be casting spells. ABC. At the beginning of combat, creatures you control get +1/+1, target land gets a draw card if you control a creature. Okay, so they draw cards, sure. Yeah. They're going to be drawing a lot of cards, so Smothering Tide's really good. Oh. Nah, I don't think I do want planes. Oh, that's something I do want though. Anyway, Tithe. Tithe's the important factor here. Because now it makes it much harder for them to just draw loads of cards and get away with it. And us having Heliod means that next turn we will have, if we keep Daxos, we have some devotion. Paxing Pop's fine. Cemetery Palo is less fine. Because they've exiled our planes, which now cost cheaper. It costs less for them. Okay, that's good, that's good. We draw a card. They don't attack. Wow, that's pretty damning for them. This needs to be on white, I think. Is Crusade a bit much? No, Crusade's really good, because if we lose Daxos, then that means we can Euphemia, get a zombie, and that'll be before... Actually, we could just do it now, can't we, because we have the 2 treasure. Yes, screw it, let's do it now. Everything gets counters, we gain some life. Heliod comes down next turn as a creature. Okay, they're gonna... Fair enough. Wait, what? Oh, because they control a certain amount of werewolves. It transforms. I don't know how bad that is at this point. I guess they can destroy the Tithe or the Crusade. I imagine they want to get rid of the Tithe more, because we don't have that many creatures yet, but I see why they went for what they went for. Yeah, that's a bit rubbish right now. That's not much better. So if we had 9, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do 2 things. We can play Heliod and Xur, and then as long as they give us some more treasure, we can turn a Heliod into a thing. Cool, Heliod's already a thing. I don't know why I missed that, but we'll make Xur slightly bigger. So now the Titan is still pretty titanic. The Outland Liberator is pretty darn good. They get rid of the Tithe, sure. But we can still block with the Indestructible Heliod. It just becomes a free instead. Big, big. Just one attack. Yeah. Okay, so the question is if we just want to get rid of this Titan for good. I think the answer is yes, because in fact we do get rid of it for good, because it's going to get Death Touch, which is remarkable. Sick. And because it was indestructible, it stays alive, and we kind of want to get it back to a decent size, so we'll do that. We're up to 4 cards in graveyard. Cure versus Sea God's just a bit too expensive, isn't it? And that's much better. Okay, cool. So we can play Leyline. And that way we have just another enchantment that we can animate if need be. Just kind of playing it chill at the moment. I don't know how impressive Leyline is going to be here, but they're going to get rid of it, so yeah, I guess we just let them do that. That's fine. We'll get a... what do we have? We have 2 black, we have 2 white, we have 2 blue, so we'll get some more white. Because why not? But that's bad, because that means I can do that again. Their stuff gets bigger. They draw another card, and do they get in this time? No, they do not. I don't know what happens to this if we turn it into enchantment and then it flips, but presumably it just doesn't become a creature land. Either way, I don't want to risk it. Plaza of Heroes is a land, we don't need more lands. We'll transform this, yes. Get a Plains. And I think we just use this Search for Cancer straight away. Most of our stuff costs 5 or less, so we'll probably find something of value. Oh, Farewell or All That Glitters. I think All That Glitters is quite an important thing to put on Heliod. And then, as long as it's got that, then that means that we can... Yeah, this feels fairly good. I mean, only right now it's only a +3/+3, but that's a lot of damage from Heliod. And it does mean we only have a 3/5 blocker of Death Touch, but I don't think there's much they want to attack with at this specific time. They'll probably just kill this with the Dire Strain Rampage anyway, won't they? So... that timer.
It's not an instant, is it? No, it's not. I think, I'm trying to think what in green, there's probably almost definitely something in green, red that does exile and enchantment, or does minus something, but I can't think of anything, so I think this Heliod is almost impossible to deal with. And maybe if we give it life, if we give Xur lifelink, we make Daxos really big, but Daxos is also weak to Dire Strain Rampage, so that's a bad idea. I also don't know what happens when this gets its full devotion. I suppose it's a creature. Oh no, we've lost it again. 1 second. Okay, I think we're back. We're back. Things might have gone really south. It was like 2 minutes. Oh no! Okay, cool. No. They're gonna get rid of all the quitters. It's their turn. Okay. That's a shame. Yeah, get a land. We don't lose. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. It seems that all is well in the world. I think we arrived just in time, and we're going to skip through the rest of our turn. I really hope we don't. Yeah, we used all our timers. I think it was the perfect amount of time. So not much has changed. That's good. This is still really hard to get past, which is just what I wanted. Resolve all. There we go. And what can this still do? Okay, cool. It's back to daytime. I think we're still going to use the Scanter because nothing's that expensive. Wizard's class is alright. There we go. Draw 2 more. We've got Farewell if we need it, so that's good. Cleric class. Cool. And I think it's unfortunately just keeping the Wolves at bay. They can get one of their things back. We lose Leyline. We did lose Leyline. I can't remember how we lost Leyline. I think it was the wasn't the Outland Liberator. Ooh, Hasty Dragons, huh? And the Weather Sea Treaty. So that just gives them more land. That's just ramp. That's fine. And I think they could start being a bit more aggressive if they wanted to, but we don't really want to get rid of all the enchantments. Farewell isn't that great at the moment. Cool, and it's day again. Do I want this whole... I don't think I do want this whole Wizard's class thing quite yet, because I'm not drawing any cards. But what does Banishing Light do? What's stopping us here? Banishing Light or Wedding Announcement? I think Banishing Light, isn't it? But, so we can Banishing Light something like, not Tovlar. Branch Beseiju, to be honest, might be the way. I don't like the Cemetery Prowler either. The Beseiju's a bad idea, but yeah, let's go to the Glorious Sunrise for a bit. And then up the Cleric class. We just need to draw a creature, really, then we get a whole bunch of triggers. It's nighttime again. I guess the thing is it's been a really stally this game, and they are going to break the stall before we do by getting anything. Okay, they're just going for it now, that's good. So, oof, oof, and oof, and I think that should do some good damage, but they might have, like, Embercleave or something. We have all the devotion that Heliod stays a creature now, so... Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh... Be we dead? They can only do that once, twice more, so I think we're dead. Yeah, maybe we just died. No. Okay. So, we can make Heliod very big. if we could get rid of Xur, then that means that Heliod sticks around and we can farewell all the creatures. Which, so this says, target wolf warriors, actually gains trample and so on. Okay, so they can just pump mana into that. Catilda. So we can get back our Femia, can't we? But we probably want to get back the Daxos, so that this becomes even bigger. I'm not sure, they can pump stuff really large, but I think we can just about do better. And then maybe turning the Wiz... Yeah, let's just keep the 4 up, because I'm going to turn 2 things into creatures. I'm getting 12 here as well. And they lose a sap. And then I think the counters just go around here. Don't want to level that up now. I think we'll just hold for a bit longer. So that gets +2/+2. Target wolf as well, so they can't even get it to the branch. Well, the branch is big. Why is the branch big? Well, it gets trampled from the Weather Sea Treaty, so it sends in Pang Leader. Tenacious Pub. Does this say Boon now? No, it doesn't. Cabaretti Rebels is really good. Resolve. So now they have a few more creatures than they did before, but we can just get rid of them all. And if they do a really silly attack here, then they could be putting us in the perfect position. So if they do an attack where we lose all 3 of these, then that's really good. Let me think about this. So one's there to die, and then that's down to 6. If Xur and Daxos die, it loses 3, so it's down to 5. Let's just block it with everything and then farewell all these creatures. And the artifact as well, I think. Yes. Heliod is still a creature, so we take it back to the command zone. Counter. Oh no, this is really annoying. And we can't get a lifelink anymore. Oh, counter. So we really just want, a bog standard Wrath, like a Kaya's Wrath, so we'll use Search for Scanter instead of anything else. No, they've done it for us. We'll still use it. Cool, nothing there. What damage? Let's just check that. Oh. We got the Wrath anyway. Cool. Oh my goodness, that was one of the best games I've played in a long time. Awesome. Well, that's 5 for 5. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Please consider a subscribe. Cheers. Bye.